I spent 1 month traveling around India, and before I went to Delhi, I'd heard so many different opinions on it. Some people loved it, some people hated it, and honestly, after visiting the place, I can definitely see why. So in this video, I want to break down the good things, the bad things, and whether I'd actually recommend visiting Delhi or not. First impressions. The first word that comes to mind when I think of Delhi is chaos. It doesn't matter where you are in the city, it doesn't matter if it's early morning, middle of the day, or middle of the night. Everybody is moving a million miles an hour. Honestly, it really is a sensory overload. Like there's noise, people, sounds, everything happening at the same time. One thing you'll notice immediately is beeping from the cars. And at first you're like, oh, why are these guys beeping? And it's kind of funny. Listen, after, I don't know, hours, maybe a day, you just start going insane. I don't really get headaches unless I don't drink enough water, but I got headaches constantly in Delhi from the beeping. It's non-stop, and I swear, I think the guys in India upgrade their horns. It rattles inside your brain. Even though the chaos can be overwhelming, it does make the city very interesting. There's always something going on. Every time I walked outside, I found something to film. For my videos, it was incredible. It was impossible to get bored because there's always another market, always something going on around the corner. Now I'm gonna run through some of the good things I liked about Delhi. Number one, the people. The people were actually really nice, and honestly, it did surprise me because they didn't try to scam you as much as I expected. A lot of the stuff you see on social media is like, India's the scam capital of the world or whatever. But honestly, compared to a lot of the other places I have been, it's not that bad. Like, obviously, you do have the tourist price, and that is going to happen wherever you go. I can't say this enough, but the people were so kind and so nice. That is something I really did like about Delhi. Prices. Delhi is honestly one of the cheapest cities, if not the cheapest city I have ever visited in my life, and I've been to a lot of cheap places. I got a pair of shoes, they were Air Force Ones, don't get me wrong, they were terrible quality, but I got it, I think it was £3 something, like £3.25 or £3.50 or something. That is insane. There's nowhere in the world I have even got close to getting a pair of shoes like that. I actually ended up buying them and giving them away to a guy working on the street because I wasn't going to wear them, and he was very happy with them. And for accommodation, it's pretty reasonable. I paid around £15 per night in a half decent hotel. Depending on where you go, obviously you still can spend good amount of money if you go to the big hotels, I don't know, the Hilton or whatever. But I am a budget traveler. I always book my trips on booking.com or Airbnb. They are definitely some of the cheapest places I have found to book accommodation. I'm not going to give away too much because I made a video where I was experiencing the cheapest food I could find and the most expensive food. So I got some street food for the cheap one, and for the expensive one, I went to the fanciest place I have ever been in my life. It was one of them where you have to put the napkin on your knee. I've never experienced anything like this before. It was genuinely like something a king or queen would go to. It was way too posh for me. But you will be so surprised on the price. It was incredibly cheap. So that video will come out in a few weeks, so definitely wait and check that out. I will link it in the description once it is posted. Right, the markets. Look, I had an absolutely incredible time in the market. I made an insane video. I think I posted it last week, so definitely check that out. If not, I posted it this week, and it was just, I don't know how to say it, insanity. It was chaos. People were so nice. The guys there are not camera shy, I can definitely say that. And it's one of the first places I have been that absolutely not one person has told me to stop filming. A lot of times when I make videos places, people will be like, mate, can you not film? And I'm like, okay, cool. I accept it, walk away to another shop. Listen, everybody wanted to be on camera. It was incredible. And like I said, that's where I bought the shoes. They are so cheap. And I bought a pair of glasses. I think they were like €1. That's like 80 pence. So literally just everything is so cheap. And they gave me the genuine prices. This is what I mean when it comes back to the people. They could have charged me so much more. They could have charged me double, triple. They could have charged me €3 instead of €1. So genuinely the people were really nice, and the markets just, I can't say it enough. It was just insane. If you're not into being around chaos, then I definitely would not recommend it. Do not go. But if you do love the chaos like me, go and experience it. I literally spent hours just walking around. Even if you're not gonna go buy anything, go to the markets and go experience it. And honestly, you will end up buying stuff just because it is literally so cheap. I also got a traditional Indian, I don't know what you call it, I'll put the name on the screen, but it was like £5-6 and I actually really liked it. And I wore it for the full episode. As I was making videos there, I have to say it was absolutely amazing. So many people were so nice, and again, people not camera shy at all. Transport. Honestly, I don't know how you know which bus is going where, but I'm not the best with getting buses in the first place. If you watch my videos, you already know that. But I did a video where I got 3 random buses without using Google Maps or anything. I just jumped on a bus, went until I saw something cool, jumped off, explored the area, jumped on another one, and I did that 3 times. And the first 2 buses were so nice, so clean, and not too many people. Listen, the 3rd bus I got, it was around 5 o'clock, so I'm guessing rush hour. Yeah, there were so many people. I have never been in a place or in a bus or anything with that many people. Literally crammed in. Like you could not fit another person in the bus. So it was an experience, but not one that I ever want to do again. I hate being close to people, and they were literally like this. I mean, yeah, so public transport, pretty good. I mean, Uber, it works there, but sometimes not, sometimes. I'd say it only really works in the tourist areas. When I were in the local bits, Uber didn't work at all. And a lot of the time, I ended up just walking. But you could just shout down a taxi or a tuk-tuk or something and get a taxi. But I'm a big fan of walking, because especially for the videos, you get to experience the city a little bit more. But if you are on holiday, definitely just shout down a tuk-tuk, and they're pretty cheap as well. I got on the back of a motorbike, and for around a half an hour trip, it was either 50 or 100 rupees. That's like 50 pence to £1. So I gave him a nice tip on top of that. Oh yeah, and the prices for the bus, it was 15 rupees for the one trip. That is insanely cheap. The biggest negative for me was by far the noise, the beeping. Oh my gosh, really? Like, I spend a lot of time in countries that beep a lot. But listen, India is just on a different level. They beep for absolutely no reason. It really did start to get on my nerves. Because there's an open road, there's no one there, and you're still beeping. It's like, why? And I swear they must upgrade the horns. I am actually convinced about that, because I did see people selling horns on the side of the road, you know, like the motorbike horns. And I'm definitely sure that they are upgraded, because it just really does a rattle inside your brain. And like any country like that, the roads are chaos. You feel like you're gonna crash every 5 seconds, and honestly, you probably are. So if you're very cautious, I would definitely recommend getting a car instead of getting on the back of a bike. Because I got on the back of a bike a few times because it's super cheap and very easy, and it's faster because you don't have to wait in the traffic. But you do feel like you're gonna die. And I'm used to getting on the back of bikes in like Asia and stuff, but it's just really on another level. Another thing I struggled with is, and I don't want to sound disrespectful or rude about this at all, but it's very dirty. I had a real problem with the food. Like, a lot of my videos are made around eating street food and stuff like that. If you watch any of my videos, I always, if there's guys selling stuff on the side of the street, I'm the first person to go try it. And I'll quote this, I have never been ill from any of my street food videos in the world. My stomach is pretty strong because I spent so much time in Egypt and eating the local food. I'm used to it. Listen, the Indian food is just on another level.
The good thing about buying loads of different street food in one video, I don't know which one I get food poisoning from.
I had a couple of different bits of street food and I had the for basically the whole time I was in India. That's one thing that I really struggled with. And like I say, I'm not the guy to struggle with that. And it just killed the trip for me big time because every morning I woke up with stomach cramps or running to the toilet in the middle of the night. It was really bad. Don't get me wrong, the food tasted really good, but it's just not worth it. I ended up buying a little camping stove and making my own food because, yeah, I just couldn't deal with waking up every day with stomach cramps. And I'm not joking, it was literally, I was there for a month and it was every single morning apart from the last 4 days. The crowds. Delhi is definitely one of the busiest places I've ever been. I'm not sure if it's the busiest, but definitely one of the busiest. So I'm quite used to it. Honestly, it doesn't really bother me, loads of crowds. But if you are a first-time traveler, it definitely will catch you off guard. And that is everywhere you go. It's not just, it's the streets, it's the markets, it's anything. What surprised me most? I expected India to be cheap, but it was even cheaper than I expected. I spent a lot of time in Egypt because it is one of the cheapest places I have ever been. That's not the reason I spend a lot of time here, but it's one of the reasons, because I love Egypt. From all the places I've visited in the world, Egypt definitely was the cheapest. But listen, India just taken that top spot by a mile. It really was just incredibly cheap. And the nice thing about it, if someone's nice to you, give them a good tip, and you don't have to give them much, and they are so happy. Like any big city, it is huge. You could spend months exploring the place and you still wouldn't have experienced it all. I spent around 1 week in Delhi and I experienced a fair bit of it because I was very active. I was making a video nearly every day, and a couple of days I just went exploring for myself. But when I went exploring for myself, I was just killing myself saying, why didn't you take your camera? Why are you not videoing this? This is gold. Honestly, there wasn't that much difference in the areas really. Obviously, you've got the really local parts and the tourist areas, but really there wasn't that much difference, I found personally. And all of this is just from my experience. Would I recommend Delhi? So, for first-time travelers, no. You need to be an experienced traveler to go there. Because if you go and you've never been anywhere else apart from like Europe or whatever, and you go there, you will go insane within 1 hour. There is really that much chaos. But I will say, this is not about Delhi, but I went up into the mountains for a week or so, and it was incredible. So you can come to India, just stay out the cities. Like maybe fly to Delhi and go straight into the mountain. And I did some videos hiking in the mountain. It is insane. But if you are an experienced traveler, I would definitely recommend it because it is an incredible place. The people are so nice and it is so cheap. You will not experience anything like it anywhere else in the world or anywhere else I have ever visited. You will definitely walk away with some of the craziest memories and experiences you ever had in your life. I can guarantee that. Overall, I really did enjoy my time in Delhi. Like I say, I'm an experienced traveler. I was expecting for the craziness and stuff, but it was even crazier than I expected. I can definitely understand why people love it and why people hate it, but for me, I am very happy I went. Don't get me wrong, I am not in a rush to go there again. I'm not going to say I'm not going to go there again, but I'm not in a rush to go back. I do not want them headaches and bad stomach for a month again. But really, I did enjoy it. But all of this is just from my experience. You will not regret going after you get back. Maybe at the time when you wake up with stomach cramps in the morning, you're like, why am I here? And then you go out and experience the place, and there is so much history. And again, I can't say it enough, the people was really, really nice. And not trying to rip you off as much as people say. It definitely is not the scam capital of the world. Now I'm going to do some overall ratings. Value for money, 10 out of 10, without a doubt. People, 8 out of 10. The only reason I give it an 8 and not a 10 out of 10 is it doesn't matter where you go, don't matter what country in the world, you're always going to have a few people that are trying to scam you or cause problems or whatever. But overall, I found the people to be really kind and helpful. Food. I'm a bit of a mix with this. For one side, the street food and stuff, I'd give it a 1 because it just made me ill. But the taste was really good. On the other side of that, I went to a really nice restaurant, an expensive restaurant that wasn't expensive, and the food I got was incredible. It tasted really good and it didn't make me ill. So I think it really does depend. If you do have a bit of a sensitive stomach, just stick to them really nice places and you should be fine. Not guaranteeing anything. The cleanliness. I don't want to be rude, but I'd give it a 2. Because honestly, definitely not clean. I don't want to be disrespectful at all, but all of this is from my honest experience. Maybe I get all this wrong. I don't know. Chaos. 11 out of 10. Doesn't matter where you are in the city, it doesn't matter what time, it is chaos. Full stop. Overall, I would give it a 7 out of 10. The reason I say 7 is I really enjoyed it, but there are a fair few points that I was not a fan of. Like I keep saying in this video, all of this is just from my experience. I really did make some insane memories in India and some incredible videos. So honestly, if you are ready and you want to experience it, I would definitely recommend it. If you're a first-time traveler, maybe you should go somewhere else like Egypt or Morocco just to get into the flow of it a little bit. And tell me in the comments, if you have been to India or if you live in India, what do you think? Do you love it, hate it, or are you in the middle? Because honestly, I am in the middle. There's things I liked, things I didn't like, but like I say, tell me in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, join me in the next one.